I have a project that I've done using FL Studio, and I'm going to talk about 3 VSTs that you need in order to be a better producer or to make best beats across the globe or across the world. If you want to be the best beat maker, then you must have these VSTs. So very fast, without wasting time, I have to talk about VST. What's the meaning of the word VST? Technologies. They are technologies that replace the old recording styles. The old style that one needed to have a physical piano for him to play melodies, for him to play some keys. But with VSTs, you can play piano keys without necessarily having to own a piano. All you need is just a PC and the right DAW and VST. A PC, right DAW and the right VST. So without wasting time, I have to go one on to one or one on one up to where we wanted to be. So we start talking about VST number 3. VST number 3 is Nexus. So Nexus is my VST number 3, and I've placed them in VST number 3 because of several number of reasons. Reason number 1 is that they don't have drums. If you want to play some drum packs, then you need to play using the normal old kit that comes with the DAW. For instance, if you are using FL Studio, but if you want to play some drum that are downloaded or gotten from the websites of the owners of special kits, then you'll need to go to special website that offer drum kits and download from there. So Nexus is number 3, and let me pull it over and then you listen, have a listen onto Nexus. I'm going to choose a piano and I'll play piano number 1, 2, 3, and then we'll move to the next VST. So the number 1 piano that is playing in Nexus has some delay. Listen keenly and you listen from the other pianos. So if you can listen to that, then it means that we have a lot of delay, but playing all this instrument depends on what you want. There are people who have music that require some delay in the instrument. Others have music that require sharp keys. So with this one, then I believe that Nexus wins to be number 1 if you have a delayed piano kind of music. So number 2 VST is Hypersonic, and I have to pull Hypersonic from this side and then drag it over the Nexus on my channel rack, and then it will open my Hypersonic. So I'll choose a grand piano from my Hypersonic. When it's misbehaving, you simply close and then open it, and then you'll open the grand piano. Then I open this one, and then I can give it a play and then listen keenly to get the difference between Nexus and Hypersonic. Okay, if you are a guy who wants a clean keys for piano, then you'll find Nexus key to you. You'll find Nexus, not Nexus, but Hypersonic instrumental to you. Because if you listen, there is a huge difference between piano keys of Hypersonic and the piano keys of Nexus. The piano keys of Hypersonic are super clear HD, and they have no delay. Of course, you can set this in any door, but even if you can set in any door, then it means there are some people are beginners, some people need to save time. I will only run to these guys from Hypersonic. Listen to the piano keys, they are super clear. So there are so many of them, and then another advantage of this is that you can play some drums. You can play drums using this one, unlike the Nexus. In Nexus, I did not see a place where you can play some natural drums, natural percussions, rock, pop, 80s. You can play the funk, and I'm a fan of reggae, so I like the funk kit. Whenever I see a VST with some reggae and soul kit, then I feel like that is a VST that every producer needs across the world. So let's move to the next one, that is number one. And number one VST is Purity. Our number one VST is Purity, and there is Purity. So when we talk about Purity, we talk about a VST that is complete. This is VST with piano keys that are HD in nature. Like the other two, they are piano keys that are very bright, and there are many keys and player music. They also have other things like the percussions, they have the drum kits, drum loops, and so many other things. So let's have a listen of the keys from Purity. So if you can listen keenly on keys from Purity, then you'll get a super difference. Not super, but a slight difference. If you listen keenly to the keys from Purity, you'll get a slight difference from Hypersonic. Although the Hypersonic is outstanding, the Purity keys are brighter, but they still have delay as the Nexus keys. So that is the capping difference between Purity and Nexus and Hypersonic. So they have other things that you can choose from, a variety of things. And what I like most about Purity is their user interface. We have drum loops. You can choose from this one. We have drums. You can choose from these ones. And you have piano, organ, bell, percussions, bass guitars, and we have synths. Synths are things that cannot miss in any music. So I believe that this one places them in number one is, and the interface was designed very well, and whoever designed the interface, I say thumbs up and keep it up.